Hey guys, right, it's Enfield time again, at last. Yeah, we've had a couple of hold-ups with it. Not the bike, me, as you know. So, not a lot I could have done about that. Anyway, I mentioned in the last video that the tank and the mudguard are ready to collect, all painted. But what I need to do, I've got a couple of little jobs I want to get out of the way. Not Enfield related, because it involves a bit of welding, a bit of grinding, and I do not want to do that with that tank in here. So I need to finalise them. And also there's a few bits on the bike. If I remember right, I need to measure first and order the correct choke cable or air lever cable, whatever you want to call it. That needs doing, and I just want to go over everything. Just checking absolutely everything to make sure it's all tip-top, so when that tank comes back, it comes in here and goes straight onto the bike, because I don't want it coming here and I've got to leave it on the side or put it somewhere and it gets damaged, because that'll just be soul destroying. So yeah, I want to make sure I'm 100% prepared, the bike is 100% ready, it comes in and goes straight on there, less chance of damage. And also I've got to plan in the collection, so I've got lots of other things going on, you see, and it's a 100-mile round trip, because I've got to put a day aside for that as well. But it will be this week, definitely. Worst scenario, it will be the weekend, but it's happening, it's imminent. Like I say, there's a few things I want to finalise before I go and get it. And also I have got another worry. I don't know how I'm going to ride it. I need to test ride it. As always, when you've done a full build to this extent, you know, every nut and bolt's been off the bike and loads of things have been changed, it normally needs a couple of little test rides just to iron things out. And you know, you go a ride, bring it back, twist that, turn that, set this and go back out again. I don't think I can ride it because of the shoulder. My arm's fine like that. From the elbow, I can't lift it up, and that means I'm not going to be able to hold the handlebars. Even if I could get my arm onto the handlebars, if I jarred that shoulder by holding the handlebars, you know, a little bump in the road, a little pothole, I'm going to be in big trouble. It's still not that strong to take that sort of abuse at the moment. So that is a slight worry. I don't know how I'm going to get around that one yet. You know, I'm probably going to get loads of offers of, oh, come and ride it and stuff like that. But I like to be the one that does that, so I know exactly what I'm doing and what needs doing. But I don't know, I'll figure something out. Maybe whoever ends up with a bike will be okay with perhaps doing a few final adjustments themselves. We'll see. I'll figure it out somehow, how that's got to go. Anyway, in the meantime, let's drag this thing out and clear the bench off, put all them tools away that have been on there forever, and blow the dust off. Well, look at this, help has turned up. So if I put your lead on and tie you to that, then hold a treat down here. Oh God, we got the other one as well. What are you doing getting out of bed? Hey? Oh, jealous blue, look at him, look. If I'm going stroke bogey. Ah, no, they're human biscuits. You can't keep having them. No. The old jealous boy shoves him out the way. Oh yeah, oh, look. He's hilarious. Oh, Bodie, come here, Bode. No, look. Get out of the way. Don't fuss Bodie. Crazy. Oh, while we've got the dogs in here, massive thank you to people who have sent them treats. I've said it before, that really does make me smile. When these dogs get their own post, even the postman laughs. When the first lot came in a while ago, because we know him quite well, he's like, who's Blue and Bodie? That's the dogs. they get their own mail. So he finds it funny as well. And people have sent me treats. Any trouble with all that stuff? I keep eating it. Thank you all so much. Right, Blue, we've got to try and drag this thing out. Are you going to help? No, not even for a treat. Eh? No. No good asking you. I'm surprised you've even got out of bed. Oh my God, it runs. You can move then. Eh? You are a weirdo. You are. You're a little weirdo. Right, let's see what we can do. Try and drag this out. Rightio, Blue. Let's do this end first. I don't know what I'll do if it actually started falling. I won't be able to catch it. Right, that'll do. Right, let's get the cover off. Look at this. Look. He'll stand there all day because there's biscuits on the side. You bum. Ain't you? It's a lot dusty. Oh, that's another thing. I've still got to order the number plate for it. There's going to be a half a dozen little things I forgot, no doubt. I'll say we'll get everything ordered, all the final things. It shouldn't be a lot, but we'll get everything done this week. Ordered and on the bike. Anyway, if it turns up. I think I'm going to start putting all the tools away, then we'll give it a good clean off. Right. Any rags. What's that? It sounds like a spray can. I can't even remember what that is. I'm going to open that. Gold. What have I had that for? Can't even remember. Old man memory kicking in. Oh well. Oh. BMW GS. Put that somewhere safe. Yes, I've still got it. It will be coming back in. It will be coming back in. Flashing light for the van. I'm going to fit that at some point. Crazy fall. Right. Yeah, she's a little bit dusty. I say it doesn't matter how much you cover them up. That dust gets under that sheet, under the bike cover. So I'm going to clean the bench off first. It's amazing how much muck accumulates in this shed. I don't know where it's come from because there ain't a great deal gone on in here over the last couple of months, to be honest with you. Yeah, it soon builds up. It's filthy. Look. We'll get it all sparkling again. Ready for the posh tank and mudguard. We'll clean all down here as well. get everything cleaned up. Yeah, it's a little bit dull. Right, we gotta crack on. I'll clean the bench with a little bit of diesel. Just a splash here and there, that'll do it. Get a little shiny again. Right, that's the bench all clean again. That was absolutely filthy. It's red again, even on the underneath. All nice and clean. Right, the important bit, the bike. So I'll give it a quick blow over with the airline to get any loose off so we don't end up scratching it. This is just, yeah. I think I might have covered this in spray polish, which in theory probably hasn't helped. So everything's just stuck to it. Anyway, one good thing about that, the muck comes off easy. So let's give it another spray. And it should come up lovely. Yes, look at that. It's going to look all loved again. It's just amazing how much filth is in this shed. That's got to come up nice. Just so I don't get loads of messages. I have so many people asking about this stuff. It's just furniture polish, non-silicone, wood silk, and I just get that. In fact, they do it on eBay. They do crates of it on eBay. I'll just hold it there so you can see. It's just really easy to use. It's probably not the ideal thing, because some people like all their posh polishes. There's a wheel polish, there's a tyre polish, there's a glass polish, there's a chrome polish, and so on. The nut and bolt polish is a polish for your washers. I don't know, it goes on, doesn't it? And it's always very, very expensive. This, I think it's £1 something a can. And I just use it on everything, absolutely everything. Yeah, you can get it off eBay, but like I say, I do believe you can get it from your cheapo shops, your like Own Bargains and Pound Stretcher and places like that. You'll find this. I say it's brilliant. It really is good. Get a bit on the frame. In fact, if I go around and blast a bit everywhere, and then I can just go around wiping it all with a clean cloth. I'm going to put the battery on charge before I close the shed up tonight, so it'll have a nice trickle charge overnight. In fact, let's see if we've got any power left in there. Ignition on. There's plenty in that. Might be alright. I'll top it up anyway. Might as well. All around the rims. That should do us. Right, we'll have a damn good polish over now. Oh, let's go around the back rim. Looking better already. It will. It'll always look good on the camera, even without a wipe over. I'm going to put my rag. It's going to come up lovely. Back to new again. Ready, all ready for its very, very, very posh paint job. Black and like an old, I think it's like an old English cream or ivory or whatever they call it. So pretty much how I always have them done, regardless of the colour. Sort of main part of the tank black, and then the sides in the cream, like the one I've got on the poster thing here. It'd be like that, more or less. Certainly been good at collecting dust. And also stickers. I might, in fact I have got one more sticker design that I've done, and I think that'll probably be the last sticker then. What I'll probably do is I'll put that up on eBay, get them ordered. They're not ordered yet, but they normally arrive fairly quickly. I know I had a few problems with the last one, but I got that resolved, and I know we won't have that happen again. The last sticker order, it got messed up a bit, but that was partly my fault, all my fault. Yeah, I think that'll be the last lot before we remove them off eBay, because I think some people will hang it on to the last minute. But again, I will say it, do not cause yourselves any financial difficulty, please. And the worst part for me is only one person is going to end up with this bike. I wished everybody could. I really could. I wish I had a magic wand and everybody got one. I don't know why I do it to myself sometimes, because I do get a little bit of stress with it. But I have loads of messages, people just saying I'm happy to support the channel in this way and all that, which is nice. It makes me feel a tiny bit better. But that'll be the last sticker design. I'll put it up, I'll list them on eBay, but bear in mind, you just got to get a little bit of time for them to be delivered to me. And that will be the last. Obviously there's still the other designs still on there. They're still there. I don't know how many's left, I haven't got a clue. I'll have to check that out. But this design that I've just shown you, I reckon that'll be the last one. Anyway, it'd be nice to get it all wrapped up and done and dusted, and we can give one of you guys an amazing Christmas. Well, that's if you like the bike, that is. Well, if you don't and you've won it, it's up to you. It's your bike, it's up to you what you do with it. Nothing to do with me when I've passed it over. Anyway, carry on polishing. that's a lot better now. I think we've back to where we was, nice and shiny. Here's a couple of little bits I could spend a bit more time on, which I will, obviously, before the bike goes out these shed doors. But we're a lot better. Tell you, when you've been away from it for a little bit and it's been covered up, you start to remember again of all the serious hours that have gone into this little build. I call it is a little build. I mean, they are a very simple bike, but yeah, all the little details. Well, I've spent hours and hours and hours on getting this bike to look as best as I can get it, as best as you can get a bike build in a garden shed. It ain't bad, it ain't bad. But yeah, some serious hours gone into this. It's probably up there with one of my favourite. Definitely, I think, you know, the last one, the burgundy one, you know, that was amazing because it had that really good classic look with the chrome rims and everything. And this has got something else about it with going down, blacking everything out, going down that route, and it's come out really good. It has. Very pleased. So there is a few little bits to do. There's cable routing that I've got to sort out and things like that. Nothing too bad. You know, I've got to spend a bit of time and polish these back up so they're nice and shiny. They probably do look shiny on the camera, but they could do with a bit of a freshen up with some polish. So I'll be doing bits like that. I'll say I'm leaving the battery out, so I can just top that up with a bit of a charge. I'll do that later. Oh, the seat. I got some really sad news a couple of weeks ago. That the trim centre that I've used forever, years and years and years, again, using different people over time, and the quality's just not there, and then you find a company that gets it right for you and you stick with them. Well, they've recently gone out of business, which is really sad. So whatever project comes next where I need a seat covering, probably the BMW GS actually, I don't know. Hopefully I will find somewhere else local, because they were literally 10 minutes up the road, and as you know, they've done a fantastic job. So that's quite sad, very sad to hear. It's the way of the world sometimes. I've been there, and it's absolutely awful feeling. I was there with the blacksmithing, and yeah, it's not a nice place to be when you're going through that, you know, losing a business or having to shut it down because it's just crippling. Yeah, it's not nice. But you know, that was a completely terrible time for me with the blacksmithing and losing my dad and everything like that. Worst time of my life, and going through a breakup as well with kids involved. It was just awful. Yeah, anybody who goes through that, I really feel for them. I was in a bad way, but this little thing that we've got going on here sort of rose out the ashes after all that. And yeah, I enjoy it, and keep ploughing forward, hopefully making it better and better over time. It's very hard for a fat ugly man on YouTube to get the numbers up. If I was female and blonde with certain assets, I'd probably get loads of subscribers, but I'm not. I'm a fat ugly bloke in a garden shed, and it is quite difficult. It seems to be the way, but hey, I'm having fun while I'm doing it, building this thing up and hopefully getting it to grow over the next few years. And obviously down to you guys who have followed me for the last, well, since I started this on my own. I can't thank you all enough. It has been amazing. I don't know why you watch, but I think it's blue. That's probably why you watch. But I am very grateful for it, because I literally started this out the gutter. Literally, completely, I was in the gutter, and I'm loving every minute of it. I really am. Anyway, yeah, a bit of cable routing here and there. I've messaged a bloke that's got some lovely bow mouth filters for these, because obviously I don't want to leave that on. There's literally nothing there protecting it at all. I've just messaged him for some measurements, and it's them lovely bow mouths with the gauze that's also bellied out as well, and I think that'll really suit this bike. So if he comes back with the measurements that's needed, I should be ordering that and getting that on the bike. What else we got? Got to get the 00 grease with a mix of oil into the gearbox. The engine oil's in because we've had it started. We probably will give this another start up before I do go and collect the tank and the mudguard, just to double check things, because I'd rather mess with this. If there's anything to tinker with, I'd rather mess with it about the tank and mudguard in this shed or even on the bike. So this week I'll be on and off this. I'm just doing the last final checks. The air lever cable, the choke cable, I've got to replace because I've got no movement in it at all. It's like the inside is way too short, the inner cable. So I'm going to look on Hitchcock's websites, because I do believe there are several different ones, and find out which one we need and replace that, because on the air lever it's all loose at the minute. That's literally all the movement we've got in it. So yeah, that's got to come off and be replaced. And then just going around the whole bike, tightening a few things up. There's still a few nuts and bolts loose, and probably give it another clean over here and there. Oh, I've got to order the number plate as well. Get that on. We'll have a nice black and silver one. Probably not totally legal for this year of bike, but hey ho. We all know with custom bikes we bend the rules a little bit, a lot, most of the time. So yeah, it wouldn't look right with a yellow one on it. It's got to be black, hasn't it? I'm sure this trundling down the road is not really going to gain the attention of the local policeman. Well, yeah, it's got to be a black and silver one. What else we got? I think it's just going to be a case of me going round it, cleaning it again and checking nuts and bolts, and see if anything else springs to mind. Obviously I've got to press the ammeter in. I haven't done that yet, just in case I need to do anything else, because these ammeters press into rubbers, and when they go down into their rubbers, it's normally a one-way journey. You can't get them out without destroying them, from past experiences. So yeah, I haven't pressed that in, and we'll double check all the lights and everything's working. I've just checked the indicators, actually they're still fine. Not that it should have broken itself while it's sat here, but you never know with electrics. They can do some weird and wonderful things, even just sat there. So I'll double check all of that. What else we got? Yeah, I'm just gonna have a steady week and going over everything, and then I'll get myself organised to get that day where I go and collect all the tank and the mudguard. I've also been having a little think while I've been cleaning up here of testing it. Now, as I explained earlier, I still can't lift my arm up, which is totally normal. I was told this could actually take up to a year before I'm waving my arms in the air again. I've got no choice to bear with that. So without risking the bike and myself, I think it'd be stupid if I tried to ride it. I know some people think I've been pushing this a little too much. I get that. I have actually been very careful with it. And I'll say all my movements and all the things I'm doing are from bending from the elbow. But to be riding with my arms stretched out, if anything went wrong, a bit untoward, you know yourself, you can hit a bump and have a bit of a wobble. I'm not going to have the strength to hold on to this thing. and to send it down the road on its side at this stage, I think it'd be just a brain dead thing to go and do. So I had a little think, maybe, I've just had a quick look on the old internet, I can get some rollers. An half decent set looks about 30 quid. They're probably more designed to put your bike on rollers so you can turn the wheel to clean your wheels and all that. But a bike with this sort of power, I've always said a good man on a push bike will beat one of these. I think it might be a good route to get some of them rollers so I can just test the bike static in here. It's better than nothing. At least I'll be able to start it up, go through the gearbox, test the rear brakes, and yeah, I'm not that out there on the road risking a chance of something going disastrously wrong. So I might just buy a set of them rollers to do sort of a static test in the shed. At least it's something. Anyway, I think that'll do. We'll follow the rest of it as I go along. You know, when I get bits, I'll wait for the measurements for that bow-mouth air filter to come in. If they're good, I'll get that ordered. We'll sort the choke cable out, sort cable runs out, double checking over everything, and then we'll go and get the tank and mudguard. Anyway, that'll do. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.